Hi GITV, I'm Bob the X-Man Hildebrand. I'm very happy to be here today because after work I'm going to go airsofting, but right now in my hands is one of ICS's newest and coolest guns in the lineup. This is the ICS CXP. Now if this gun looks familiar, it's actually based on one of their older models, the PCR 97. Now that said, I'm sure a lot of you are aware that there are a lot of M4 variants on the market, so it's always nice to be able to differentiate yourself in the field just so you have that extra dose of cool and individuality. And I think that gun really serves that purpose in addition to being an excellent field gun right out of the box. But let me go over all the features before I get too into this. The vast majority of this gun is made out of metal, with the exception being the polymer pistol grip, the polymer high-capacity magazine, which holds 300 rounds, the polymer pec box that you get with this gun, because you're going to want to store the battery externally on this one, and the rails on the left, right, and bottom of the front hand grip. Those are made out of polymer, but they are solidly affixed to this gun. They're not going anywhere, so that's very nice. Next up, this gun has rails all along the top of this. We have a front and a rear adjustable iron sight and a unique way of attaching the rails to this gun. They actually are attached, the back rail with the back iron sight and the front rail, the front iron sight are attached together in the middle right where this scope is. Now this scope does not come with the gun, neither this front hand grip. This is just what we would put on it to make this gun functional, how we would want to play. That said, you can actually remove both of these and you'll have some rails under right here above the receiver just to give the gun a completely different look. So that gives you some options. That's pretty cool. Also, we have a 6-inch free-floating rail that is a free-floating smooth rail. As you can see, this is smooth all along the side, and we've got porting on the top. So it definitely looks like something that John Connor would take out, just pull out of maybe one of his pickup trucks and just mow down some Terminators or something. That's sort of what I pictured right here. I picture it sort of a ready weapon you'd find in some sort of SUV or other PMC vehicle that you would use at a moment's notice to just lay some smack down. Next up, this gun has 2 sling attachment points. It's got one on the front and one that has a little bit of give on the rear, which is really nice. It's going to give you a little bit extra flexibility when you push this, when you actually use your sling with this if you want to transition to your pistol. Next up is a very unique stock. It's got a 6-position telescoping butt stock. What's really cool is it actually reminds me of MP5 stocks. And the one thing I always was frustrated with MP5 stocks about is that they were very loose and wobbled a lot. This one though is incredibly solid on my shoulder. And not only that, it's made out of metal and it's not that heavy and it looks really cool. So you got 6 positions, that gives you a lot of versatility right there. Now I'm trying to think of what else I can say about this gun besides the fact that it shoots around 395. So right out of the box, it's going to be perfect for field play. Now, while it looks like it'd be a great CQB gun because how short it is, you can literally go straight out to a field game or a mount game and be shooting right up there with the people who are firing 400 feet per second. Right out of the box, it's going to be a great field gun. I almost wish it would stay at 350 because I would want to take this out to CQB, but with a few minor tweaks, this could be probably a perfect gun for CQB. But right out of the box, like I said, it should shoot around 395. We're going to go to the chrono in a second, but before I get there, I must mention what else comes in the box with this gun. First of all, you're going to get the ICS catalog. You're also going to get a bottle of BBs with that, 0.2 gram BBs. You're also going to get a barrel cleaner, or at least an unjamming rod, and a ICS CD. That's a very nice one. Definitely tells you about your AG and other features you're going to want to know about when you have your gun. It's always important to read the instructions every time you get any sort of airsoft gun. So that's all I can think about right now. We're going to come back after a short break where we chrono the gun, and I'm going to have Aaron Zidich in here from marketing so he can talk about all the stuff on the inside of this gun, basically the internals. So stay tuned. We'll be back momentarily.
Hey, tired of being outgunned because you're on a budget? Well, worry no longer. With the Airsoft GI Savings Trifecta, you can find high-quality airsoft guns and gear and still stay within your budget.
Alright, so we're back. We can clearly tell that the gun shoots around 395, 397, just under 400 feet per second, making it perfect out of the box for field play and mount operations. That said, you're probably going to have to dumb it down a little bit to, I guess, get it ready for CQB, but that said, it's a great field gun right out of the box and performs admirably. Now, I've got Aaron Zidich here from marketing because he knows a lot more about internals than I do. How much do I know? Nothing. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, tell us about the internals on this gun.
Alright, so, internally, standard version 2 gearbox, so you're not going to have any issues putting pistons, motors, gearbox things, anything you want in there. The cool thing about it is you can do this.
Now
Split it open.
that's after you took this
Oh
pin
yeah,
off.
you have to take the pin off, so obviously it's not ridiculously easy like that.
Yeah.
But basically what this allows you to do is look at the internal parts really easy. What it is basically the lower and the upper are split. Unlike in the most, it's usually one piece. So basically this allows you to look at your gears, look at your piston, look at pretty much everything that you need to look at to see if it's, how it's holding up, how your setup's doing, stuff like that. So it's really nice. I've never actually owned one myself, so I've never had, the luxury of that really. But I've heard a lot of people say, they really like that system, so that's really cool.
I mean, it must be pretty nice being able to like just field strip your gun immediately there and see how
Especially
worn
if you have
down
an
the parts.
issue, you're like, oh, what is it? You just pop it
Oh,
over.
it's the piston. Just okay. So for people who know about internals or basic internal maintenance, that's going to be a godsend for them, just to be able to take a look at the guns and get an immediate situation report.
Yeah.
So that's very nice, and it's compatible with a lot of different parts, and again, right out of the box shoots right around $395. Now I'm sure you're wondering what the price is. This gun is going to go for $239 on our website. That's not counting the GI savings trifecta, so you can use coupon codes, 2% rewards back, and free shipping for orders over $100. So that's going to save you a fair amount of money on top of the $239 price tag. So what is your verdict for how you would use this?
It's a great gun. Yeah. I'd probably drop the spring down a little bit, or just short the teeth, so I'd get out of round shooting 350 because this is a small gun. But otherwise, it looks like a lot of fun. Really interesting. I like actually where the sling is, the sling attachment point is. A lot of times they're kind of hard to, transition with, so this one seems pretty easy. Stock is cool. Other than that, I don't really see any issues. I don't like peg boxes a whole lot, but when you run a setup like this, what's it going to do, really?
Yeah.
So, great gun. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would definitely want to tune it down so I could use it at CQB down to 350. But to be honest, if the only fields I had around me were just fields or mount fields, 400 feet per second would be just perfect. So make sure you check this out and all the other guns that ICS has to offer. They have a wide lineup, including grenade launchers and other such fun things. So again, this goes for $239 on our website. This is the ICS CXP. I'm Bob the X-Man Hildebrand. This gentleman is Zidich from marketing, and this is GI TV.
I'm Sergeant Scott Graham from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Airsoft guns can be mistaken for real firearms. Always carry them in the appropriate container and never take them out in public.
That's train.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like trains.